I just want to quickly talk about how guys with higher body fat or fat guys can potentially hit so hard. Think about the technique of a hook and punch or an overhand right, as opposed to straight punches. I believe mechanics of it with the hook and punches, it's more to do with transfer of body weight, and I imagine with the straighter punches, the power you get is going to be more to do with your reach and a bit of props, shoulder, tricep, and chest strength will come into it a bit more as well. Whereas the hook and punches is primarily a transfer of body weight. If you're a fat guy and you've got a big gut, so your center of gravity is basically around where your belly button is. So as they're loading up, the body's actually going to move separately. The body fat is going to have a slight delay on it potentially in terms it moves when you load up, and then when you throw the punch, you're going to rotate, and then the belly, whatever might come through separately, as opposed to if you're all muscle, everything kind of moves synchronized and together. That transfer of body weight is going to be more pronounced in a fat guy, as his gut and his flab, whatever, is going to be shifting side to side. If you're like 6'2" and you weigh about 20 stone, whether that's fat or muscle or what, if you're rotating quick enough, that heavy centre of gravity is moving left to right, transferring that weight for you, that's going to create a hell of a force to be able to knock somebody out. I think another factor perhaps to consider as well, if you've never been to the gym, or you haven't been doing any kind of bodybuilding exercises, which a lot of incorrectly in the past, especially a lot of boxers may have done, too many isolation exercises, the kinetic chain is going to be messed up as well. If you're just a guy who's just a big guy and just been boxing all life, then you're going to throw a punch. It's going to be a natural movement to transfer your weight. Whereas if you're doing loads of heavy weights, you put on loads of muscle mass, the kinetic chain, the way that you've used to using your arms, is going to be a bit more isolated. Like bench press, you're going to be used to using your arms isolated from the rest of your body, upper body anyway. You're not doing everything standing up. You're not doing everything from heel up to your hands in terms of generating force. So I think the main point, the first one, is just the amount of weight you can have around your centre of gravity, where your belly button lies. That, if you can transfer that weight, that's going to make a massive difference. It's going to make a huge amount of power. You look at Roy Nelson, he's got his overhand right that he uses, his thumb down, drops his weight into it. Then you've got Mark Hunt, uses his Russian hook, sambo hook, uses that quite effectively as well. And then of course Ruiz with his hooks and uppercuts. And to be fair, a straight punch as well. The guy weighs 20 stone. If you're on the end of that, you're probably going to go down.